What's up, YouTube? Capital G here, D and Duel commentary. Okay, so we got Extravagant, and it looks like he's doing something pretty damn extravagant versus Swaggy Nick. 1789 versus 1614. It looks like he's playing the Inferno Troll deck that I play. That I play on stream, except he's gone full. He's fully committed. As you see, he's playing Galaxy Eyes Full Armor Dragon. That's the one that lets you search like equip cards and whatnot. I think you actually get the equipped like either from the graveyard or something. Let me just see right quick. And you can go into this guy by going into like any Galaxy Eyes Exceed, which means if you have two Entendres, which I'm sure, okay, exactly. He used Decatron. Okay, I thought maybe he used two Entendres, but guess not. So anyways, yeah, you can have two Entendres, right? I think it's 8 or, let me just make sure. 8 or lower. Okay, yeah, so you can have two Entendres. So anyways, you can exceed into this guy, this big behemoth, by having 2 8s. Essentially, you can go into like Galaxy Eyes, Tachyon Dragon, and then go into this. Let me just make sure. You can target up to 2 equip cards once per turn. You can target up to 2 equip cards, equip them to them. They become exceed materials. You can detach material, then target 1 face-up card your opponent controls and destroy it. Okay, fair enough. Looks like he's playing against Burning Abyss. I think Burning Abyss might have a tough time getting over this card. I mean, it currently is 4,000 attack. You see Dante. Well, I guess if he has the right spells and traps. What I mean by getting over this card is with monsters, per se. No, I don't think that's a quick effect, is it? Those are good mills, by the way. Those are what is this? Oh, okay, that's the artwork of it. I've actually never even seen that card. I don't think it's very good, to be honest. He hit himself a Scarm, so obviously the pluses are real. Let me just make sure that's not a once per turn effect. Once per turn, but not during either player's turn. That would be like super sick if it was during either player's turn. This deck is actually, it's not like the most competitive deck ever, but it's really, really fun to play. I actually could edit my deck like marginally to be able to play this, to be able to incorporate this. Like, all I'd have to do is just really edit the extra deck for the most part, maybe a little bit of the main deck. Alright, so he got himself a breakthrough skill. I don't really think that that's going to be very relevant. It's a good mill, definitely, but against this matchup, I don't know. Well, there is the option for Virgil, assuming he doesn't have, Fire Lake or some jazz back there, Phoenix from One Blast. Now, obviously you'd want to flip over like a Royal Decree and just stop your opponent from being able to play any trap cards, but, most Infernoids don't main deck Royal Decree, so maybe he'll side it. And again, I have no idea what match this is, if this is game 1, 2, well, what game this is, not what match this is. The match is the 2 out of 3, but I don't know what game this is, so it could be game 1 or 2. And looks like he's going to trigger that Scarm. I could see a tour guide. Okay, that's pretty standard. It's not like a play that takes a lot of thought or anything like that. Even if he does blow up the Seer, it's not like he can't just get the Scarm back anyway. And then when the Scarm blows up, just search. I mean, let's just say get another Seer. You get what I'm saying? Alright, so he's going into main phase. I think he wanted to test the waters in standby phase to see if his opponent did have that Fire Lake or that Phoenix from Wind Blast. I mean, I guess in main phase, I'd probably just activate the effect. I mean, you want to clear out monsters, by any means necessary. The monsters will trigger Dante and, you know what I mean, Cogna, but it doesn't really matter. Eventually you have to get through these monsters at some point, you know what I mean? Otherwise, you're just not going to be able to do any damage. Not going to be able to win the game. Neither player used upstart or gain life points or anything like that. So 8K flat. Now, if I was Swaggy Nick, see, I would think that Burning Abyss would still run at least 1 copy of Rubik. I probably would still run 2 because I just think Virgil is that good of a card. So my main thing would be just trying to get the Virgil right now. Go to Virgil, spin this card off the field, and pretty much just win the game. Oh, wow. Flips over another Cursed Bamboo Sword. Okay. And looks like he's targeting Dante. He could just be reading it or something like that. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think, can't you attach equip cards to this card? Or something like that? Oh, man, I gotta read this effect again. Alright, so he's blowing up Dante. Yeah, obviously Burning Abyss effects will start triggering. Yeah, let's just read this card. You can exceed summon this by using a Galaxy Eyes monster you control. Okay. Oh, since that went to the graveyard, he obviously gets to get a golden bamboo sword, which means he can draw 2 more cards if he so chooses. He can't summon any Infernoids though. Well, it's an 8, so I think he can summon 1 Infernoid, but it's not like he can spam the board unless he gets like Void Dream or something. I think Void Dream is the card that lets you cheat around the level and rank restriction. I know about the Exceed materials transferring. Once per turn, you can target up to 2 equip cards, equip to this card, attach them as Exceed materials. That's what it is. Okay, that's what I thought. If you have 2 equips, then you can attach them as materials. And then once per turn, you can, what's it called? So yeah, I think what you need to really get the OTK is, I think it's Stoic Charge. And Stoic Charge, I think it has something to do with you get attack equivalent to like the number of materials you have. So basically you summon 4 armor and you just have a ton of equips, and then you basically just stack them all. You put them all as materials, and then you just kind of like you push in for like 1 big attack. Now against Burning Abyss, kind of difficult, you know, little stupid monsters constantly floating shit. Like he could easily have well, I don't know, man. If you have like a Regeki break or something, wouldn't you probably use it now? Then again, maybe you think, I'm just gonna wait until my opponent goes to the battle phase. Okay, so he summons Decatron, right? Alright. Summons Decatron. That's met with second breakthrough skill. First one he did not even draw, he just milled it. He won't be able to get the Foolish Burial effect. Unless he has like a what's it called? Void Seer in his hand. I'm gonna assume that he doesn't, because he ain't activated, so we're just gonna assume he does not. Now, that is his one normal for the turn, which is it's kind of important in this deck. Alright, so it looks like he's gonna go ahead and attack the Seer. I predict Dante is gonna come back out. That's what I would get. No, he does not. Looks like he's going to go for Graph. Okay. Main phase 2. See if maybe he'll try and set up some more defense. And that's the one thing about Infernoids, man. When you get that one big monster out, a lot of times you're kind of stuck with that one monster. You can't really commit that much more to the board. Even if you happen to mill good from, like, let's say you're running Lightsworn Engine, you got like Solar Recharge, Charge Light Brigade, stuff like that, or even a random like riding on the field, and you get some good mills from the 2 mills and then the 2 mills in the end phase. You know, if you have too many stars on the board, it's not like you can really do much. That's why I like being able to go into Michael so much, because Michael is like, it's an extra deck card that can also remove stuff. You get what I mean? Like in Infernoids, I love going into Michael, having like either a Lumina ride and play, or a ride in plus like a Harmadique or something like that. I think those are the 2 most common ways to summon Michael in the deck. Wait a minute, does Michael have to be? Yeah, I don't think Michael has. I think Michael just has to be like 1 Lightsworn or something like that. I don't think it has to be 2 light monsters. Alright, so you see, use Karma Cut. It's gonna get a broken bamboo sword, because Curse is gonna hit the graveyard. Activates Fiend Griefing. Let's see what he's gonna do. So he's putting Untundale back in the deck. Okay. Now what's he gonna send? Now this dude doesn't have that DD Crow effect, I don't think, right? Yeah, I don't think Decatron has that DD Crow effect. Yeah, unfortunately he doesn't. I think it's only the special summon monsters, which is, it's funny because, you know, this matchup is like tailor-made to really hate on Burning Abyss. You know, all your monsters having those DD Crow effects are really, really good. And it looks like that was done during the end phase too, which is really bad. Okay, so wow, he's actually playing Good and Evil? Okay, I thought that was a card that had completely fallen off the map, but I guess not. You know, it does let you unload your hand, and all BA monsters pretty much can activate. I mean, if you discard them from the hand, they can still trigger. And it can get you, if I'm not mistaken, it can get you Fire Lake too. Add 1 Burning Abyss card. Yep, it can totally get you Fire Lake. So he could set himself up where he could use Graph's effect. He could use he could search out Fire Lake, and he could just be in a pretty good shape, because he can go to a Dante. Oh no, he's gonna go for Farfa instead. Okay. Also had the chance to potentially summon Virgil here, and just spin the Decatron. But I mean, I guess he feels like there's no way he's going to win this turn. Burning Abyss aren't known for doing an insane amount of damage. Well, you know, he still has Torghad actually, so let's cancel that out. Cause he could easily go into Virgil. It's 25 going to Torghad. That'd be 3,000 with an Acid Golems. You know, what's it called? Oh, he is getting Rubik. Okay. So he can do some damage. Now, when the deck had 3 Torgads, forget about it. Like, you could OTK people so easy with the deck having 3 Torgads. So he's gonna go into Dante first. He's gonna banish, or he's gonna, yeah, he's probably gonna banish Decatron. He's gonna use Farfa's effect. Doesn't see any Great Mills there, nothing that's gonna trigger. Oh, well, you know what? With Farfa, he might, yeah, depends on what he has in his hand. If he has 2 other BAs with names that are different, then actually he might actually get OTK'd here. Like, there's a very legitimate chance that that he can tour guide into, like another Dante. Oh, no. I think he is getting OTK'd, cause all he has to do is just normal summon the tour guide, and yeah, that would be that would be game. So actually, he did end up getting the exact 8,000. Yeah, we established that a couple of turns ago. He got a tour guide from the Underworld, so I think he was searching out BAs with different names just so that he could use the effect. He went into Virgil here, but then he still had the tour guide in his hand. These 2 are 5,000. Tour guide makes the Acid Golem, that equals 8,000 exactly. So Extravagant had he's playing a very combo-licious deck. He just, you know, didn't have a way of getting over all of these Burning Abyss floaty dudes. When you go into the Xyz and the Synchros for Infernoids, you give up your DD Crow effects, which is, it's actually really good in this matchup. So anyways, thank you guys for watching as always.